What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Struggle, Growth, and Success, SGS. I got a special guest today, my brother Ronald Leary, a.k.a. Pitbull, coming from Youngstown, Ohio, to Lima, Ohio, all the way to Ottawa, Ohio, and anything else I miss, he can put that in there.
What's good, bro?
What's going on with you, G? How you feeling today, big
feeling
bro?
Good, you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Enjoying this weather. We're gonna start it off. Let the people know how old you is, man.
I'm 40.
And where was you born at?
I was born in Youngstown, Ohio.
Okay, how was it growing up in Youngstown, Ohio?
A lot of drugs, gangs, violence, rats, roaches.
And how long was you there for?
I was in the project for 4 years before we moved to Lima, Ohio.
Okay, so at that time you didn't jump off the porch yet then?
No.
All right, for sure. How was it transitioning from Youngstown to Lima?
The transition was pretty the same. I mean, once we got to Lima, it was full of the same mess.
Okay.
We came and we entered a hotel when we first got to Lima. So it was a lot of prostitution, drugs, and violence at that place.
Okay, and can you tell the people around that time, what year was that?
1986.
Okay, 1986, it was going down. Okay, do you remember like the first elementary you went to?
Yeah, it was Lowell Elementary.
Okay, and from then, what junior high did you end up going to?
After in between, I actually went to another elementary before I went to junior high. I went to Roosevelt Elementary. Then I ended up at West Middle School.
Okay, how was it in West Middle School in that era?
It was pretty fun.
Okay.
You know, had a lot of friends, did a lot of things, made a lot of memories.
That's cool.
Good times.
That's cool. When was it? Did you go to junior high? What year was that?
1994, I believe.
1994. So how was it coming from a little boy going into a young man stage of junior high at that age? How was it? Like, was you getting into stuff? Was you...
No, my dad didn't allow that. My dad run a strict household, and he made sure we stayed in line. So,
okay,
we did what we were supposed to do: go to school, come home, do our homework before we went out and play.
Yeah. Was there any struggles you had to go through during junior high?
Not that I can recall. It was pretty easy going.
Okay. What high school you end up going to?
Lima Senior.
How was Lima Senior?
It was a mess.
It was a mess. Can you describe in some details, what do you mean by that?
A lot of people going around selling drugs. A lot of people skipping school. A lot of people disrespecting the teachers.
Okay. Did you kind of fall in that line? Because, most people do, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you ever want to fall in that line, such as like gang bang or...
I didn't fall in that line until junior year. When I decided to just start acting like everybody else and follow the crowd, and got myself into trouble. Ended up getting expelled.
Let me ask you this. Who was your role model of just playing that role, like wanting to be an active person, like just in the streets, just doing stuff?
My biggest role model growing up was my oldest brother, Michael Pruitt. Okay. I looked up to him, wanted to be like him. Just followed him.
That's big bro out of all y'all?
Yep.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with it, After that, did you graduate?
Because I decided to follow the wrong crowd. I ended up coming up 3 credits short.
Okay.
Didn't graduate, but I did go back the next year and get my GED. Then headed off to college. Okay,
congratulations, bro. That's what's up. That just shows people that you can still go back and get your credits and get things done and, handle your business.
Yeah, you make mistakes and you learn from them and you continue on.
Okay, so after all that, you get your GED, like how was getting into relationships? Did you get into any relationships after high school? Did you find your lover? You know what I mean?
I ran into bad girl after bad girl. That's all that kept coming my way.
Oh, okay. How long did it take you to like pretty much find that right one?
It took till I was 37 years old.
Oh, okay. Is you happy?
Oh, I'm very happy.
Okay.
Happy in love.
That's good.
About to get married.
Okay. During that process, did of you finding your sweetheart in between all that? Did you guys have any children?
I did have a son who unfortunately passed away in 2003. Javon.
Sorry to hear that too. How old would he be at this present day today?
He was born in 2003, so he would be 19 years old at this point if he was still living.
Oh, wow. And that was your only child?
Correct.
Yeah, sorry to hear that too, bro. At this day, present day of your life, do you be going through things like from that incident, losing your child, anything of the sort like that?
Every year when it comes around from the time that he was born, the date he died, as Father's Day comes around, my son's not here, all those days, really hit me.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too, bro. We just look at it in a better place too, you know what I mean? Did you lose anybody else along the road?
Nothing up till the later part of my life.
Do you mind speaking on that or?
Yeah, my brother Anthony, he died February 24th of 2012 at a way too early age.
And can you explain to the people how did he pass?
He was down in Middletown, Ohio, and he went to the hospital. They diagnosed him with sorry, let me get myself together.
No, you all right?
They diagnosed him with having strep throat.
Okay.
Well, they decided only to give him Motrin and send him about his way because he was in a group home at that time.
Yeah.
They sent him back. 3 o'clock that night, he stopped breathing because his tongue had swelled up.
Wow.
And he was gone.
Dude, that still hurts you to this day, like.
Very much.
I'm sorry to hear that too, bro. Is there anybody else on up to this present day that you done lost that you was really close to?
Yeah, on October 8th of 2019, my father, at the age of 74, my rock, my everything, he passed away unexpectedly due to cancer that had come back, and it was too much for him to fight. So
the first time, was it like he got cancer and then got rid of it and then it came back all of a sudden?
Yeah, he had stomach cancer and he had went into remission, had beat it. It came back stronger and spread.
Sorry to hear that too, bro. Is your mom still here or?
No, following my dad's death, my mom couldn't handle the loss of our father, and she became heartbroken, and she just got into things and being lonely, and my father not being there to protect her at the house. People were there taking advantage of her. One person got a hold of her, and he pretty much took my mom and ran off across the country with her before we were able to get my mother back. With the help of the Illinois State Police. Then once we got her back, we decided it was no longer safe for my mother to stay in our childhood home. We moved her up here to Ottawa, Ohio, next to me. She was living here for about 2 weeks. She came over, had dinner with my fiance while I was down in Dayton. She ate and she went back home. And next thing you know, my fiance heard a big thump down the stairs. She took the keys that I left over there with her, and something told me to leave them keys.
You all right, bro?
Took them keys and she left. Left over and opened the door and found my mom at the bottom of the stairs, not breathing. She had fell and broke her neck. This is all while I'm in Dayton, and my brothers didn't want to tell me my mom died upon arrival to the hospital because they know that would have killed me. But I eventually found out, and I was very angry. But they were able to bring my mother back, get her pulse back, and transferred her to St. Rita's Medical Center in Lima, Ohio. I got there and seeing my mom lay in that bed was terrible. It was not my mother laying in that bed. She was so swollen. And I prayed, but 3 days later we lost my mom. She succumbed to her injuries on February 23rd of 2021.
What can you tell the viewers, younger generations that just about their parents, like be respectful and all that good stuff to their parents, because a lot of people don't understand like losing their parents, how that feel, and you do. Can you tell the viewers like just to do right pretty much, and just, what would you tell them?
I tell them to stop being out here treating their parents the way that they treat them. Stop back talking them. Stop telling them what you're gonna do. Your parents are only trying to give you the right advice so you don't succumb to the lifestyle and things that happen to them. But you want to be hard-headed and you want to not listen to them and rebel. And then when something like this happens and you lose those parents, you beat yourself up for the rest of your life, knowing that if I'd have just listened to them, maybe they'd still be here. Maybe I'd done better for my mom and dad, made them proud. These young kids out here, they're just out of control. And I don't blame it all on them, because some parents just don't teach it. It's a cycle. The same thing happened over and over again. But that's got to stop. The only way it's going to stop starts with the parents. You teach down to them so they can pass that on to their children when they grow up. If not, it's not going to matter.
All right. Man, I thank you for just telling us about all that. I know that hit you very hard, bro. My condolences and everything. It's all love my way. I knew your parents, even your mom. I love your mom.
Yeah, she was silly.
Yeah, for real. Is there any extremely help that you face in your life today, like such as like just anything with your health, like is certain stuff that you can do when it come to if you was trying to go get a job or something,
Yeah, since 1993, I was diagnosed with epilepsy, and I've had hundreds of seizures, which have not allowed me to work or allowed me to drive.
Yeah.
To this day, I'm still dealing with those seizures.
How did that affect your childhood growing up?
It kept me from doing a lot of things that other children were doing. I had to sit on the sidelines because everybody was so afraid that was a liability if I did what the other kids do, I was gonna hurt myself or somebody else, so I didn't get to do those things.
How was how did it affect your family, like their response on just figuring out that you having all that going on as a child?
To be honest, I'm not too sure how my family felt about me going through that because that I didn't feel that closeness that was needed that in a normal family. To be honest with you, that I see in other families that until I got at an older age is when I started seeing what I should have been shown towards me when I was a child, as a mother and father or a brother or sister should show towards your sibling or your kid. So I really can't answer that question.
Okay, so it was pretty much like they was just trying to push it up underneath the rug, like it wasn't going on, or it was just.
They just didn't show the things that I should have seen that triggered me to know that my mother and father cared.
Right.
It just maybe it came from the way they were treated as kids. I guess you can only do as good as what
you was taught, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
How do you survive day to day today with that?
It eats at me at times when I have the time to sit alone and think about those things, but pretty much I just try to stay focused, take one day at a time, like my dad did teach me. Forgive, not forget, and move past the things that happened in the past.
Okay. Can you tell the viewers like some of the warning signs before with having epilepsies and having seizures and stuff like that? What are some of the warning signs that you have that you can feel coming on, or?
As I got older, as a young child, I never had warning signs. They just happened. But as I've gotten older, my late 30s, I started getting a pit feeling in my stomach, like my stomach was dropping, and I just knew it was about to happen.
When coming out of a seizure, how do your body feel, and like how do it react from coming out of a seizure?
It feels like you've been hit by a Mack truck. Your body goes through so much tensing up from the shaking and the seizing. It's indescribable. Really, it takes a lot. Some days I'm out of commission for 2 to 3 days because of how bad I've seized. So rest is the best option.
So who is the first person that you know that you can call on when you have your seizures? If you ever had a seizure with somebody or whatever, who could they call if they didn't know that what to do if a person had a seizure, or if you had a seizure or something like that?
It would be my significant other, Mercedes.
For sure. What do you see? Do you have any goals for the near future?
I got a lot of goals, but there's a lot of roadblocks. But I want to come to the point to where I can jump over and over those roadblocks and stop letting this epilepsy keep me from doing the things that I want to do in life.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to tell the viewers, my brother?
And just stop for a minute. Watch the way you're treating people. This world is crazy. The things that are happening now, people need to smile more than ever. People need to have somebody tell them, that you love them. Stop going on about your day and just acting like you're the only one in this world that's going through things. because my dad always taught me there's always somebody out there that has it worse than you. So my advice, man, just be kind to people. Bless them. God will bless you.
Thank you for coming, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
Tuning in. SGS, man. Y'all go tune in. Struggle, growth, and success.
All right, Pitbull, I'm out.